Hello and welcome to your reading. Today we're going to be doing a general message, so if this video finds you, this may be the right time for you to hear this message. Maybe something will resonate with you here. As always, tarot is just a divination tool, so please do not take this and replace any legal, medical, or financial advice. This is not meant for that. Since this is also a general reading, please only take what resonates with you. Please give us a card for this viewer's past energy. What do they need to know from their past? What do they need to know? Okay. What about their present energy? What does this person need to know? Finally, let's get a card for their future energy. Okay. So looking at your past energy, you have the Seven of Pentacles. Now looking at this card, it is a man who is kind of admiring his work, kind of, looking at what he has done. And since generally speaking, the Pentacles represents something that is important to you. So this could be a commodity, money, items, or a goal, whatever the case may be. You're looking at your hard work in your past. You are very, very proud of what you have done, how much work you have put into this, and moving forward, you're just basically hoping that this work, whatever it is, it will be for the long run. So for example, if you got a new job and you're hoping that this job is going to be the job that you'll be able to work until you're retired, you're pretty much putting all your hard work and your hope into this. You have investment in this. Now, in your present energy, you have the Two of Swords. Now, the Two of Swords, as you can see, there's a woman sitting there. She's got two swords in her hand. She's blindfolded in front of a body of water. And this card represents making a decision. And oftentimes it is a difficult decision. Sometimes it can represent also the fact that you have to make this decision in order to move forward, because we're working with sword energy, and that basically works with your mind. So how you're deciding this decision or what you're thinking about. This is kind of putting you at a standstill. Whatever your energy here is in your past, so whatever it is, like a job, project, investment, relationship, whatever the case may be is happening here, you are at a point right now where you need to make a decision about this. And unfortunately, it has you pretty much locked down. Like, you don't know what to do. You don't know which decision is right. Should I go this way? Should I go that way? There isn't really a clear answer as to what is the quote-unquote right way to handle this. And finally, you have the King of Pentacles in reverse in your future energy. And if we were to look it upright, you can see this gentleman. He has everything luxury all around him. Nice clothes. He's holding the pentacles in his hands. He's got the castle in the background. There's flowers. Just basically, all in all, he's got like everything he wanted. But since this is reversed, this could show greed. When I'm reading cards in reverse, I do want to put a disclaimer, because I feel like this scares people whenever they have a tarot reading and they see a card in reverse. They think, oh my god, it's bad. It's immediately bad. The cards in general are not like good or bad in general. You have to take it with a grain of salt. And this is gonna it's going to teach you how to use this energy. So using this energy, when I say greed, losing materials, or you're not getting the outcome you want, it kind of shows that you're kind of obsessed with this like whole ordeal. Like, oh, I need to like get into this kind of mindset. I need to get this for my future, when maybe you are looking at it the wrong way. So before I continue this, I do want to get a clarification for your present energy in the Two of Swords, just so I can read the future card better. So universe, if you can give me a clarification for the Two of Swords, please. Clarification. Oop. Okay. Got one. And it's the Queen of Cups. Okay. So the Queen of Cups, if you're looking at her, she's holding a beautiful cup in her hand, looking at it, admiring it, and just being like, yeah, this is a really good thing. And all in all, her environment is just very pleasant. There's nothing like terrible happening here. So generally speaking, it's like a kind of like a motherly love, compassion, and healing. And you're being emotionally stable since the cups runs with your emotions and stuff. Going off the Two of Swords, if this is in terms of like healing or maturing, this could show me that the decision you need to make in your present energy has to revolve around healing. Now, this doesn't have to mean physical healing. This could just be like mental. So for example, the example that I put earlier, if you got a new job and you're hoping for this is going to be the job that you're going to get, that you're going to retire, you're going to make all this money, yada yada, maybe the decision you have to make is considering, let's say, if you want to make all that money, does that mean, do I need to work more overtime? Do I have to put more effort into what I'm doing than I already am? If that's a decision that you have to make in order to get to the end goal, maybe you need to look at it in a different way. So more overtime. Sure, you could do more overtime, but what about taking care of your mental health? What about, example, you have a family, you want to spend time with them. What about other things outside of your job? Do you want to enjoy life this way, or do you want to just focus solely on your job? And now, again, I'm not saying that this is like the one-all answer or that you have to do this certain way in order to get to the end goal. This is just like having another perspective of looking at it. Maybe there is another way that you can reach the retirement that you're looking for, where it's not just you constantly working in this job. Maybe you have projects on the side. Maybe you get your money elsewhere, like investments and stuff. There's just more to than just your work or this one thing that you're thinking about. Again, I'm just using a job as an example, but it's just there's more to this than what you think. Okay, I'm going to ask for another clarification card on the King of Pentacles because I do want to know what the universe is like reading here. Can you give me please a clarification card for the King of Pentacles? Okay, so we have the Five of Cups, and looking at the card right now, this gentleman does not look happy. He's looking disappointed because all his cups, or at least the cups in front of him, have spilt over. The sun is going down. It just looks like a somber scene. So generally speaking, this card represents like regret, disappointment, or like just feeling like lost. Like you feel like you did everything wrong. So it kind of makes sense in regarding to the King of Pentacles looking at that. However, people always miss there are two cups standing behind this gentleman. They're not knocked over. They look empty, but considering what I just said, this is an opportunity. So maybe whatever your end goal, you didn't make it, and that's okay because there's still a chance for you to find a way to move forward. And maybe there is another opportunity, another way to get to the end goal, which is going to be King of Pentacles upright. That's kind of like what you're going for. Again, money is just like an example. It doesn't have to be money, but whatever your end goal is for your future self, there's a possibility that you can turn this card around. So looking at this, it makes a lot of sense that, you know, sometimes we do work at something and it doesn't turn out the way it turns out because we make a certain decision. And like I said, there are no quote unquote right or wrong decisions. Sometimes things have to happen even if it looks like it's the wrong decision, because in turn, there's still other opportunities that you can get in order to get the end goal. So if it's a decision that you've made and you're very, very upset about it, you're very disappointed about it, think of it like you have another opportunity. Think of it in a different way. So for example, like I said, with a job, maybe you didn't get the promotion you wanted in order to have like lots of money in your future. Well, maybe there's another job that you're going to get, and maybe it may not be the end goal, but think about it. You still have that goal in mind. You still want to get that job where you can get in your retirement, you can get into, you know, having lots of money, having a lot of security and stuff like that. But maybe it's not this job, the decision that you made, and that's okay. You still have opportunities behind you. It's learning to accept what has happened and moving forward. All right, I'm going to add some oracle cards to this reading. So I'm going to be using the Fearless Fight Like a Girl deck. This, generally speaking, does you know, talk towards females, but I feel like it doesn't matter what gender you are, you can still use these oracle cards for yourself. So universe, if you can, please give us a message for this reading. Okay. And you got the Creatix fight. I'm also going to add a card from the Starseed Oracle deck. And just a disclaimer, I don't really believe in the whole Starseed thing, but I do think the messages in here kind of like correlate in general use. So that's what I use them for. And forgive me, this is not easy to shuffle. So universe, if you can, please give a message from this deck to the person who is viewing this video. I'm going to shuffle one more time. If nothing flies out, I will just pick the top card. Because again, this deck is very, very difficult to shuffle. Oh my goodness. Okay, we'll just go with this one. So we got Child of the Cosmos. And finally, I'm going to use the Crystal Ball Pocket Oracle deck. This just gives me a general answer for this reading. So universe, if you can, please give the final message for this reading. Okay. No need to worry. Okay, we're going to start off with this one. It's the Creatix fight. You are a Creatix, crafted in the Great Spirit's image to create any form, writing, dancing, design, singing, weaving, etc. It is a natural divine act. Do not hesitate. Create now. What is inside of you is meant to come out. Whether you create from a wellspring of joy or alchemize your pain and grief into art, your creativity is essential to a fearless life. Go out and take a risk. Let stories happen to you. Then write them. Sculpt, paint, and make music from them. Don't waste your breath with words like, I'm not creative, or I don't know what to make. Live life fully. Feel all things. Your ache, your joy, and your wild ambition will come pouring out onto life's canvas. Don't judge or prohibit what comes out and how. Just make. And I think that's very interesting, considering what I just said. So that's a really great way of looking at it. If you fail at one thing, it doesn't mean it's the end of the world. You need to experience life. Let life happen to you and you use it to move forward in life. And you never know what is going to come out. So like I said, if the decision you decide to make brings you disappointment, it doesn't bring you to your end goal, you have something else there. You are a person, you are somebody who is more than just one thing. I feel like a lot of people forget that. You are more than one thing. You can do more than just one thing you are associated with. People have many different likes, many different dislikes, many hobbies. They're not tied down to one thing. So don't take it as if this happens where it's disappointing, it's the end of the world, because it's not. All right, so from the Starseed Oracle deck, you got the Child of the Cosmos, and it says, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. And it says here, there is a mysterious force that governs of life, an intelligence that flowers when bloom and the tides of the seasons when to come and go. That intelligence is within you too. It is where before you drew your first breath, it will be there well beyond your last. It's a part of you that informed every cell what to do when you were in your mother's womb. It's harder to resist this force than it is to surrender, because Earth is a planet of a polarity and free will. It's easy to forget that the intelligence exists in us, so often that we become disconnected from this pulse of life and fall into a pattern of believing that we're separate or feeling that we need to go it alone. We can feel isolated as we need to figure out things for ourselves, to rely on your own strength. Again, that's also what I was trying to say, that you are more than what you give yourself credit. You have the potential to make this decision, and if it doesn't go well, that is okay. And also what it was saying, you don't have to be alone. Like, you can reach out for help. Maybe you need more advice from a loved one or another perspective. It's okay to ask for help. I think that's so important, especially if it's like something where you're disappointed in. It's okay to ask, like, hey, what do you think I should do next? Or this isn't working out. Do you think you can help me with the next one? Things like that. You have this ambition and intelligence, like this card was saying, in you. It's already in you. We as human beings have multiple ways of going about life. So don't think this is like the end of the world. And finally, the last card from the Crystal Ball Pocket Oracle, it says, no need to worry. And that's honestly the perfect way to end this reading. Like I said, it's okay that disappointments come. It's okay if you didn't reach your end goal today. It just means you got to try something else. Tomorrow is still another day where it comes. So again, this doesn't mean this is your future. You can change this at any time. It's just how you are going to deal with life and how you're going to move forward. And I think, again, this is such a beautiful way to end this reading. You don't have to worry. I hope this reading brought comfort to you, whatever you are facing. I hope it gives you the confidence to make decisions or even to change what you had planned, because you know what? It's okay. Change is okay. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope something resonated with you. And as always, if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Let me know in the comments, subscribe. I will be doing more readings. And yeah, I hope you all have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!